I've got I've got another really special guest for you that I brought in today, and I'm real excited to have him here. He and I touched base about, I'm guessing it was about 6 months or more ago, wasn't it, Nick? And let me get your microphone and for your guitar and everything on here so we can get everything all set up. Um, my guest is a special guest today also. I got two special guests, didn't I? Griffin House and Nick Nace. And Nick is going to be tonight at Conway Muse. And I think if I remember, let me look at my cheat sheet on that, but it's also an early show for you as well, isn't it? Let's see, 7:30 p.m. at the Muse Bird, and that's along with Denise Glover and Gary Baugh. And, of course, Denise I know, and she may even be listening in. And we played a song from her latest album called Pathways. I do not know Gary, but Denise tells me he's a great singer-songwriter. So
yeah, I look forward to it. We're doing a little in the round thing. So
let's get this up. Get this volume on for you. Okay, now let's see if I got you on here now.
all right, hey.
Yeah,
How we
yeah.
sounding?
Now
How
I
do we
got
sound,
you.
world?
Yeah, I got you. That's it. Anyway, I have not met Gary, but I know that you and Denise will get along real well. She's
Wonderful.
a sweet lady, yeah, and a gifted singer-songwriter
good
as
to
well. As I was saying earlier, I don't who sent this to me. I can't remember, but somebody sent me one of your videos, and the minute I watched that video, I said, "Oh my God, this guy's as sick as I am, and I have got to meet him at some point in time." And then it wasn't but about a week or two later, I got a notice from Conway Muse that you were playing there.
Oh, that's fun.
And I said, "Oh God, I got to have him in the studio." So, and I contacted you, and you said, "Yeah, I'll talk to you again at the end of the summer, but we'll come on the show," and that was really good.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, but I'm glad to have you here. I really, really am. It's a real honor. The YouTube video that you got to have a pretty off-kilter sense of humor, which I do, but it's called "She May Be Insane, but I Love Her Like Crazy."
Yeah. My friend Victor Vernato made that music video for me, and it's actually based on a
real story.
A real
isn't it?
story, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't want to give it away in case people go watch it, but
No,
you should go watch it.
You got to watch it because it's like I said, I don't want to give any of it away, but it's clever. It's really, really clever.
He did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
it's just
And I look pretty good as a puppet. If I do say so.
I was going to say anything, but it is puppet animation.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
He got my good side.
Yeah.
2D.
It's great. The thing that what really made me roar yesterday was when I was doing a little, research for our conversation today, and I read about your girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, I might pose, was not happy about that video, saying, now people are going to think I'm a killer.
Yeah, which I never thought anyone would actually think that, but I think that is the case. Yeah, I think a few people might have thought that, unfortunately. Yeah. Sorry, Leah.
Oh, God. Yeah, you got to see this video. It's called Nick Nace. She may be insane, but I love her like crazy. You're getting a lot of accolades. Singer-songwriter awards. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was down in on the Gulf Coast. It was like the third one they did called the Gulf Coast Songwriter Shootout. And it was at 50 songwriters. Yeah. And I got second place, just behind another fellow Nashville guy named Davis Corley. So, so that was pretty fun, a good experience. And I actually met a lot of people down there that have been good friends and connections since then. So it was a great experience. Yeah.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
That's terrific. And your latest, it came out in the spring. I don't know. You gave me an advance copy of it.
It came out in the spring. Okay. Just my little EP. It was but full studio album called Canadiana Americana.
Yeah, it's excellent too, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I did not know until I got that you have another EP that you also issued called Avenue and Heartbreak.
Avenue A and Heartbreak, which has the crazy song on it.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of like a very I did it all myself, and then hired like some good players and some people to mix and stuff. But I did all the recording. It was very like Nebraska-esque, like a Leonard Cohen doing Nebraska kind of thing.
Leonard Cohen doing. That's good. I like that.
Thank you.
That is good. Now, you're originally from Ontario.
Yeah, about 100 miles from Toronto, Southwest.
Okay, good. And I got to read this little thing about his father made his first guitar out of an old pine tree that had been struck by lightning.
When you're a songwriter, you take creative license. But he does make guitars.
Yeah,
he does.
Oh, he really does.
He does.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's working on he's working on a D35 for me right now. Yeah, yeah, actually.
I read that and I burst out laughing. I just thought, oh my God,
Gotta get people's attention.
Yeah. Well, you did. You did. There's no doubt about it. Oh God, that's great. Also, I watched. I wanted. Who was the female voice that was on that duet with you?
Oh, in the video.
Yes.
Oh, her name was Emily Rasadovich, and I knew her in New York, and I think she lives in San Francisco these days. But she was like a coworker's friend, and I knew she was singing. I guess she did a lot of musical theater, but it worked out great.
Well, I went back and I looked at the video, and I didn't see anything credited for her on there.
Yeah, she's just in the liner notes, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
But she did a great job.
That's good. How about doing a song for us?
Yeah, I would love to. I have one I think is appropriate.
We've set the tone already, have we not?
It's a little goofy. So I always tell this. I got a little spiel, little story. So I go to I've only lived in Nashville about a year and a half, and right after I moved there, I was at one of these it was like a house concert songwriter thing, and there was a few people talking about some famous songwriters that I really respect, and how they are still playing, but they're basically on the road out there, held together with masking tape and bubble gum, and they're pushing them out on stage. So this song is kind of me imagining what it would be like to be like that. But then full circle, after I wrote the song, I did actually end up meeting the person who it was about, and I'll tell you about that.
Oh, good. Okay, sounds good.
Been an old man longer than a young man. My voice sounds like 2 packs a day. Sore hands can't play the guitar. Decades past my heyday, but I keep traveling down the road, singing your favorite songs. It all hurts a little less when everybody sings along. Prop me up on stage, well, it might be my last show. If I die tonight, I'll get back on the radio. Back on the radio. At the stage door, well, the groupies are all wrinkled. My limo's like a big black hearse, and the only action I get these days is a sponge bath from my Russian nurse. But I keep traveling down the road, singing your favorite songs. It all hurts a little less when everybody sings along. Prop me up on stage, well, it might be my last show. If I die tonight, I'll get back on the radio. Back on the radio. Here's my solo. The disc jockeys will all say they love me. A big old bit in the New York Times. And a shy kid with his first guitar will butcher my tunes at an open mic. But I'll keep traveling down the road, singing your favorite songs. It all hurts a little less when everybody sings along. Prop me up on stage. Well, it might be my last show. If I die tonight, I'll get back on the radio. Prop me up on stage until lights go low. When the fat lady sings, I'll get back on the radio. Back on the radio.
You are a hoot. An absolute hoot. I knew I was going to have fun with you today. I really did. That's terrific. Tell me a little bit about, I understand when you came to the U.S. that being a singer-songwriter was really not your, that wasn't what you came here for.
No, I mean, I didn't even really play guitar at the time. Not that I played that great now, but I didn't even really play it at the time. And I moved down to go to like theater school in New York.
You were going to be an actor.
I was gonna be. Did that for a few years, and then was like, I don't think I had the passion for it that you need to for that kind of life. So it was a lot more fun to make up weird little songs like this. And
so that was your fallback. Became
my plan B was singer-songwriter,
which moved into the prime time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Oh my God.
Yeah, smart man.
But we should let the audience know that you did have a good little run with a duet prior to doing the solo acts that you're doing now, which was called A Brief View of the Hudson, I believe.
Absolutely. I believe Anne's even listening right now. Hey, Anne.
Oh, that's great. We'll have to have her on sometime.
Yeah,
too.
We did it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time. Put out a EP and a record, toured a bit, did Europe.
Wow.
Got some... got some little accolades here and there, and it was a good run. Then she had to go and get married and move to Texas. No, just kidding. It was a good run. It was fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And you had gotten some pretty good write-ups with that duet as well, too.
Yeah, we had some success. Nothing monetary, but looked good in print.
Oh, that's great. Oh, golly. What have you got to do for a second song for us?
I'm going to do a depressing one now.
Oh, good.
Because I'd say more of my songs are depressing than not depressing.
That's great. Take it away.
Well, the tunes were good and the beer was flat. Game was on TV. My ex-girlfriend behind the bar wanted me to leave. She said that neon sign in the window reminds me of you. It ain't too much to look at, and its light is blown out too. I said, don't look at me like you're surprised. Darling, I ain't ashamed to cry. We were sitting on East 7th Street outside of Tompkins Park, fighting in the streetlight to keep away the dark. She said, your love is an actress past her prime. Darling, I ain't ashamed to cry. I ain't ashamed to cry. I've been crying for days. I ain't ashamed to go insane like the Hemingways. She meant nothing to me, and besides, darling, I ain't ashamed to cry. Darling, I ain't ashamed to cry. Well, we parted as so many do, believing we were right. Now the only thing I'm sure of is I can't sleep through the night. I see your face each time I close my eyes. Darling, I ain't ashamed to cry. ashamed to cry. Hurricanes in my head. I ain't ashamed to scream your name in a stranger's bed. Well, the truth is, babe, I'm full of lies. Darling, I ain't ashamed to cry. Darling, I ain't ashamed to cry. She said, why don't you just shut your mouth? No excuse, we'll make this right. Darling, I ain't ashamed to cry.
Thank you so much, Nick. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Really a nice song. And I was just looking, it's not on your latest EP, is it?
No, that's on the first one with the crazy song. So if you want, that's the breakup record.
Yeah.
You need to check that one out.
Oh, God. My special guest today is Nick Nace, Nashville singer-songwriter, and he has a new EP that came out this year, and I got an advanced copy. I really appreciated that. Thank you so much.
Thanks for playing it.
It's called Canadiana Americana. It's just excellent. And I want to point out that Nick will be at Conway Muse tonight at the Musebird Cafe, along with Denise Glover and Gary Bow. And that's at 7:30 p.m.
You should come check it out.
Yes, you must come and check these three people out. I have not met or heard Gary's music, but I do know Denise, and she's a sweetheart and an excellent musician. You guys will have fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Where do you get this sense of humor?
I don't know. It's a Canadian. I don't know.
Yeah. I expect we've got a couple of them listening in right now, too. That's super.
You're going to learn how to take a joke up there.
Yeah.
It's cold. There's nothing else to do.
Without a doubt, that's for sure. And really, your father does make guitars, huh?
Yeah. It's more in recent years. It's a hobby. He's always done like woodworking and carving, and he's made my brother a guitar. Now he's working on one for me.
Wow. So there are other musical members of your family?
Yeah, my brother is a much better singer and guitar player than me. But he likes being behind the scenes a little more. He's like an engineer. He tours with some well-known Canadian bands. And
that's great.
Yeah. He's definitely in the life for sure.
That's terrific. Where do you go from here?
I head tomorrow. I'm going to do a big drive down to California.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, so I have a Sunday thing down in Paso Robles at the, I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's called Songwriters at Play in Paso Robles at a winery. And that's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I'm in LA a couple days, New Mexico, Texas a couple days, and then finally back home. So I'm sure I'll hate my car in about 3 days.
For sure. How are you liking Nashville?
Oh, I love it. It's
a great town, isn't it?
It's a great town.
It's exploding with growth.
Yeah. I've never lived anywhere that was just booming.
As crazy as
it is crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a great time to be there, and people are nice, and the songwriting is great. Just the people, and
the music's incredible. And
definitely a learning experience.
Yeah, then no doubt about it. Well, listen, my special guest has been Nick Nace, and Canadian turned American.
Hey, not so fast.
Not so fast. Oh, God.
Not yet.
No, we're supposed to be going the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
We're supposed to be lining up at your border.
The Canadian Railroad.
Yeah, the Canadian Railroad. That's good. Latest EP is called Canadiana Americana, and it's excellent. I reviewed it for the stations here and really enjoyed it. Tonight, 7:30 at Conway Muse with Denise Glover and Gary Bow at the Musebird Cafe. And I hope you have a great time there tonight, Nick.
Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate you having me on.
I have been thrilled. Like I said, I knew when I saw that video, I said, oh, God, this guy has got my humor. I'm just like a geriatric version of you, you know.
Love it.
Yeah, and you met all the things that I thought you would be, that's for sure, including an excellent singer-songwriter.
I don't hear that enough.
Your mother's a long way away.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, come back and see me next time you're in the
to.
Pacific Northwest.
Absolutely.
And maybe we'll see you in one of the other places around here too, as well.
This is my first time in the area, so hopefully it'll.
Well, you're at a good place. Conway Muse is well known. It's very established. I have not met Elfa yet, who owns the place, but I understand she's character. So
yes, I've met her.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, it's funny. Yeah. The connection is that the ex-girlfriend I wrote that song about's mother and Elfa
are good friends.
Are like lifelong friends.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so that's how I even know about the place. Yeah. Small world.
It's a very small world. Yeah, I've got to get down there and meet her though sometime because I'm on her mailing list, so I find out about ours, and then I go directly to them because I haven't been able to touch base with her, but I will.
I'm looking forward to it.
Time. Well, have a wonderful time tonight. Conway Muse, 7:30. Nick Nace, along with Denise Glover and Gary Bow. And in the meantime, let me go out, Nick, with a song off of Canadiana Americana. And let me just make sure that I've got this queued up properly, because this happens to be my favorite song on the CD. And when did you write this one? It's called The Pursuit of Loneliness.
I wrote it like right before I left New York, about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It was just one, like one of those ones where you just get it and you didn't really have to work that hard on it, and like all the rest you slave over. This wasn't that. It was like it just kind of came down.
It's a beautiful song.
Oh, thank you.
It is. Come back and see me, okay?
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks so much, Nick. Wonderful to have you here today.
I had a friend named John DeMint. Everybody called him Jack. He lived on Chapel Street in a one-room clapboard shack. Hadn't kissed a girl since Deb had senior prom in '98. He left her at the party and slipped out the back gate. He always was an odd duck, my mother's fond of saying. He was doing crossword puzzles while the other kids was playing. Jack never had a problem with being on his own. He went out of his way to walk this world alone. One night I asked about it when we were both out of our heads. He looked at me with secret eyes, leaned in close and said, I've never told another soul, brother, I confess. The only thing that makes me happy is the pursuit of loneliness. I introduced him to my cousin Pam down at Deborah's pub. They danced to Patsy Cline like two people in love. But Jack was a magician. I looked up and he was gone. When he missed the bus to work, I knew something must be wrong. One night I asked about it when we were both out of our heads. He looked at me with secret eyes, leaned in close and said, I've never told another soul, brother, I confess. The only thing that makes me happy is the pursuit of loneliness. All the lights were on as I knocked hard on his front door. I peeked in through the window, Jack was lying on the floor. One artificial rose gripped tightly in his hand. The coroner said a heart attack, he never stood a chance. And do not cry for Jack DeMint, let's raise a glass instead. One night with secret eyes, he leaned in close and said, I've never told another soul, brother, I confess. The only thing that makes me happy is the pursuit of loneliness. Here's to old Jack and the pursuit of lonely